the site of yet another Russian aerial bombardment. This has been the pattern every single day for the last 7 days, but the deputy mayor of this city is describing this as the deadliest, the largest Russian strike yet.
More airstrikes on Kyiv, again hitting civilian sites. In separate incidents, a shopping mall was hit, killing at least 8. Others were rescued from the rubble. Earlier in the day, another Russian missile strike devastating another apartment building in a residential neighborhood in the capital. The civilian death toll soaring across the country mercilessly. Mariupol's been the hardest hit of all cities, as the Russians stop at nothing to try to take it. A number of sites clearly sheltering civilians have been hit, with over 1,000 missing just from 2 locations. There's been heavy fighting in the city as the Russians advance there, issuing an ultimatum demanding Ukrainian military surrender Mariupol and retreat. But this morning, an advisor to the mayor refusing point blank to surrender. But the situation on the ground there remains dire. Amid unconfirmed reports, Russian troops are now forcibly deporting some of the residents of the city to Russia. Meanwhile, a new report from the Institute for the Study of War saying that Ukrainian forces have defeated the initial Russian campaign in the war, adding that Russia no longer has the forces needed to take and hold the Ukrainian capital, warning the war could become a bloody stalemate. But this is a country of resistance. In Russian-occupied Kherson in southern Ukraine, protesters again standing up to Russian military vehicles, chanting, "Go home," forcing the Russian trucks to retreat from the crowd. Ukrainian President Zelensky speaking before the Israeli Knesset, appealing for weapons. In an interview, Zelensky saying he's open to negotiations to end this war, but warning of the consequences if they don't succeed.
If these attempts fail, that would mean that this is a third world war.
For these women and children, this Polish theater is their temporary home. This mother of 5 saying she had to cover her windows with blankets to muffle the sound of sirens. Her children calling it the siren monster. More than 2 million refugees have now fled to Poland. Outside the National Stadium in Warsaw, thousands lining up to apply for their new Polish ID numbers called PESELs, equivalent to a social security number. It's their ticket to find work, access healthcare, send their kids to school, apply for a mortgage, even get a monthly transportation pass.
What will you do with the ID number once you get it?
I guess I will go to work.
You'll go to work?
Because we have to eat at least something.
Inside the stadium, refugees show their documents, take new photos, and, if approved, walk away with critical numbers within hours. But one other thing families desperately need: community. These refugee children singing the Ukrainian national anthem, brought together by the group behind Rock for Ukraine, who say singing is therapy.
Stand up for humanity.
Children can't fight with rifles, but they can fight with their voice.